Alright, so this is the legacy project I worked on for GameProgIII. As you can see, there's currency displayed just below the player's inventory slots. I have a list of active quests. I kill 5 enemies, reach wave 5, buy 3 items. And I have a finished quest list, which if a quest becomes inactive, then it populates that list and displays it to the screen. Alright, so as you can see here, there's 3 visitable shops on the screen. When I visit one, it displays which item you should press to buy a certain item. Also displays information like the item name and the price. I kill one more enemy, then there. As you can see, kill 5 enemies, now finished. And now that I reached wave 5, that quest is finished. I'll go to the shop. So if I press 3 with $7, take away 12 is 5. Buy a health potion for $5 and now have 0. And I'll buy a bomb. And that quest is complete and you finish the game. So I'd say this project went smoothly for the most part. Um, Most of the naming conventions were consistent. It was just a matter of digging into his code and making sense of it and following the flow of logic. I went through a few places in the code and added comments where I added stuff, or removed a method that wasn't being called. Oh yeah, right here. Um, and removed a few variables that weren't being called as well. Um, I moved some of the player logic into its own class. I couldn't entirely separate it. There was just way too much tied into the game manager itself. That proved to be quite challenging. But I managed to implement an event bus system in order to keep everything decoupled. So I was able to use generics and actually pass an argument when publishing an event. That way, if I had a specific event type, I could pass an integer value and increment a value that way. Um, so yeah, the main challenge I would say was just everything being tied into the game manager. Some things were a little weird as well, such as the item class had like a had the game manager being passed through a constructor, which just seemed a little weird. So I made a few of the managers a singleton. That way I could use a service locator pattern, just pass the reference. I felt like I understood the code well enough to work with the existing architecture, and most of the additions I made were pretty decoupled thanks to the event bus. Like shops and quests are pretty simple. Trying to find it there. Yeah, so there's an example. I publish an event to buy an item, and then when I go to the player's inventory, it adds it. Where is it there? Yeah, so there's one for adding shop items. Subscribe to the event, add the item to the inventory. If it's a shop, you don't want to add the item. I have a specific method I used for adding items to the shop. Most of this I didn't even touch. It was already like this. So shops. As for the quest system, I have a quest class that holds data for the quests, such as name, description, the target, the type of quest it is. I think that's in, yeah, it's in quest tracker here. Have kill enemies, reach wave 5. Really, it probably could have been more modular. I could have had like a kill quest, stuff like that. But so in the quest tracker, I'm subscribing to different events. So if I kill an enemy, I can progress the quest. Looping backwards through the quest. That way I can modify active quest at runtime. Check the progress of the quest and complete it. And I'm updating the quest constantly to check for progression. I had an issue where 2 events were being fired at the same time. And I resolved this by just tracking the quest or tracking the quest progression and update. And Quest UI class just displays the 2 different lists to the screen, have a little helper method. That way I don't have to have a bunch of duplicate code. Yeah, making use of the event bus here as well, just to add a completed quest to the list. Yeah, that's about it.